Hearing impaired or lip-reading people, how have corona mask policies affected your daily life? I wear hearing aids and even then sometimes it's hard to get people. But I'll usually say that I wear them and they will make an effort to speak up or speak more clearly. What sucks ass is hearing aids, masks, and glasses day. My ears are like WTF bruh? Or the damn string gets twisted in my hearing aid and when I pull the mask off it'll take then hearing aid with it. Then I'm like oh fuck these things are not cheap at all. Edit. Thank you for your suggestions and advice. Since it's getting colder I'm gonna probably go for a scarf mask. There's a few folks that offered to make something specialized or the ear savers and just reminds me that we're not so different and still know how to show some love to one another. If anyone would like to offer to make some for anyone who might need one I'm happy to help contribute towards materials costs. Let me know if you want to do it and I'll add your name here later. It's absolutely awful. I have trouble in places with a lot of background noise and have to read lips. My wife helps me out a lot but she can't go with me everywhere. It's very frustrating. It's hell. When asking people to speak louder, they usually end up really yelling. Stranger, blah 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 mmph, you? Me. Stranger, blah 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 mmph, you. Me, yeah. Stranger, you did. Me, running away. I'm not even hearing impaired, and I've noticed how much I rely on reading lips. Sign languages without facial expressions it's not as useful as with, and just emphasize them with eyes it's not enough. I'm a sign language interpreter and me, like all my colleagues, always end up with increase the distance and pull down the face mask. There's no other way. With the mask up it's as if a part of the grammatical structure of the language is missing and therefore there would still be a flaw in the communication. Edited to add, thank you all so much for offering to contribute. I could never accept it though. If you really want to help and are in the US, write every politician you can think of to convince them to start requiring insurance companies to cover hearing aids and orthodontics, or contribute to your local deaf foundation. I am not the only one in this position. It's been very difficult. I am extremely hard of hearing and read lips. I didn't lose my hearing until I was a teenager so my speech is completely understandable but I never learned sign language other than the alphabet. Even with a mask I can normally tell when someone is trying to talk to me so the first thing I say is, I am deaf and read lips. I cannot understand you with the mask on. This usually means they stop trying to communicate with me altogether but I also carry a small notebook and pen at all times in case someone needs to have an actual conversation with me. It makes for a pretty lonely life right now and has made me rethink not spending the money on hearing aids. Right now, I am having to choose between braces for my 14-year-old or hearing aids for me. She's always going to win that debate. I'm a bit hard of hearing. I can hear sounds just fine. A mouse farts 2 blocks away and it wakes me up. Human speech, however, is hard to discern. A lot of it sounds like a loud mumble. I need to see lips move to help me figure out what the hell is being said. I hate to ask people to say it again so I just smile and say, yep. I have no idea what all I've agreed to over the years. TLDR, it's a real problem. I don't mean to steal this post but to follow on from it. As a non-hearing impaired, speech impaired person, how can I help make it better for you when I do come into contact with you whilst I wear a mask? I work in retail so I have a habit of writing things when I encounter this scenario but I don't know if that offends people. Is there another way I can make it easier? I don't really want to touch your phone or have you touch mine in general regardless of a pandemic. I'm very slightly hearing impaired, so is my sister, my brother and my dad are significantly. I never realized how much I rely on lip reading to understand people before now. It's kinda like when you visit a friend and they don't use subtitles. I pick up maybe 3/4 of the conversation, unless there is background noise, then I'm foo**ked and get nothing.